And I've got Adam Holmes, who's our first guest in the brand new Moose, which has been pointed out to me as a classic. So it's not brand new, but it's brand new to us. And what I'll do, Adam, we're going to talk about this new album.
Cool.
Because you're actually recording it here. We're at TPot Studios, a haunt of the medicine show, of course, working with Robin Wynne Davis. And so we'll talk about that and how that experience is. I have to talk about some of the other albums in the back catalogue and the honours and what's brought you to this point. We'll talk about that as well. And you're going to give us a song too.
Yeah.
So what I'm thinking, I'll play the titles, and the titles basically are the channels that this broadcast is going out to. There's people arriving already, so welcome, guys. It's nice of you to join us. Adam Holmes coming up in just a minute. Let's run the titles. Thanks, Adam.
We're not that far from Duncan, are we?
No, I don't know. They're in Glasgow now, don't they?
All right.
But yeah, but 40 minutes. But they're full time now.
Yeah.
Full,
It should be.
yeah, they're awful good.
Sounds like great. Let's jump over.
Okay, we're coming out.
Chocolate.
Okay, we're back in the studio and back with Adam Holmes. The studio, my van is the studio.
Shabby
And
Road.
I know, and the first session is with Adam Holmes, and just by chance, I was just came back to get all my stuff, which Robin's been looking after for us since we changed vans. And Adam, I knew you were recording here though, so it came out. It really it seems this way of recording. I mean, I would imagine you'd be relaxed in any situation, but particularly in a recording situation. But I mean, look at this place. It's
Yeah.
gonna have to put you at ease.
Aye, I think, I mean, a lot of it is just the way Robin is, and that we arrived yesterday, and I've had it in the diary for about a month, and we arrived, and we walked in, and all the doors are open. We walk in, we can't find Robin. I'm like, hello? Hello? We go through it, and Robin's making a bed, and he goes, all right, what you up to? I said, I'm here to record. He went, right, cool, yeah. Give me 30 minutes. I'd totally forgotten. But then we just got right into it.
Yeah,
It was awesome.
yeah, you've got his
You're on
attention
Jamaica
there.
time here.
Well, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's there's no time till it's done, basically up here,
Right.
isn't it?
That's
Yeah.
it. But even the concept of like done doesn't feel like that's not why we're here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And we will get it done, and it'll happen almost as a byproduct of just being here. But it really is not a place where you come to like, get it done or whatever. It's just you come and hang out here,
And there's music
and
involved.
there's stuff happening,
Yeah.
and Robin's up for working at any time.
Yeah.
But it doesn't feel laboured. We worked till 10 last night.
Yeah.
But it didn't feel like there was no effort involved, if that makes sense. It was.
So we're with
relaxed.
Adam Holmes. Adam, you're a Scottish singer-songwriter of some particular note for so many years now. I'm sorry to put this back to you. How many? You've been
15 years?
15 now since you
Nearly,
started it out. Yeah.
Yeah.
And 8 albums, would it be?
Yeah, I'm making number 9 right now.
This is
here,
number 9.
Yeah.
Cool.
I mean, that's of my own. I've made. I was in the band Rura, Scottish folk band Rura, and we made a couple of albums, and I made albums as a rapper before I did this, and I've made a lot of records for other people. But I would say, like,
do you keep your hand in as a rapper?
Aye.
Good man.
Sometimes, if I need to, if someone tries to start a fight with me and I need to like, get out of a dodgy situation, I can just rap at them.
Well, that's something that doesn't happen too often.
No, I mean I think there's a lot of parallels with folk and rap. It's music of the people, and it's all about your message being greater than the like tools you have. It's not about having like
that's
musical theory or whatever. It's just having something to say.
Yeah.
It comes from the street. When you think about the whole hip hop culture, the story goes that in the Bronx there was a train carriage which was full of spray paint, and so loads of people stole the spray paint, and it ended up coming out of just what's there. It's like bare bones, whatever's there, you use it. Beatbox, right?
Yeah.
Originally, beats got made because a guy called Marley Marl had a thing called an MPC, and you've got a little disc that goes in the MPC, and he only had a very small one.
What's an MPC?
MPC is like a beat machine.
All right, okay. Is that the ones you carried on your shoulder? Of course.
Yeah, well, you could, it's like a little square, and it's got pads, and you can play the beat on it, right? And you can sample on it. Yeah. So Marley Marl had a little card, like a memory card, and his memory card was so small that he couldn't fit a whole drum loop, so he chopped a little bit of the hi-hat, a little bit of the kick, and a little bit of the snare off the sample, and then played them in purely out of necessity, right?
Yeah.
And then that becomes basically the foundation of modern music, is all programmed in that way. But point being, it came from someone who didn't have enough space on his MPC.
Yeah.
Or the graffiti comes from like people.
Happy happenstance.
Just survival.
Yeah.
So like, the creative energy looking for an expression point, and most of folk music is like that. It's like
Yeah.
it doesn't matter if you're like a great singer. It's like, have you got something to say?
Yeah. Yeah.
You just look at look at Bob Dylan.
Yeah.
You know, everyone says, "Oh, he can't sing." It's like, but he's got a voice.
Yeah.
He's got something to say.
Yeah, and a strong voice of this time as well.
That's right. Yeah.
And so the album itself, is there a name yet?
I'm going to call it Songwriter. Yeah.
That's all right.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody's done that yet.
Maybe
Maybe not.
I don't know.
I think,
Yeah.
that's got Adam Holmes songwriter.
Well, yeah, I've been thinking a lot about what a songwriter is.
Yeah, yeah. Well, that shows.
And it's different to any other kind of craft. It's different to being a musician. It's different to being a poet.
Yeah.
It's different to being a troubadour. It's different to being an actor.
Okay,
it's its own thing.
Let's boil it down then. Give me the essence.
What a songwriter is.
What a songwriter is in a paragraph. I'm sorry.
I think it relates to making albums and presenting an album. So you have a show that relates to a particular time. You do your best to encapsulate a moment in time, put it on an album, and then represent that to people.
Yeah, so it's a recording process rather than a live process.
It's both, but the songwriter has an album, like the writer has a book.
Yeah. It's a dying art. Is it a dying art? I should ask that question rather than
not
say
in my house.
No, not your house.
But I don't know.
It's certainly.
What do you think?
I still will put an album on and listen to it all the way through.
So the album, sorry, you mean like the public attention?
Yes,
and like sitting and listening to the whole record.
Yeah. It'll probably all come back round again. But just in the same way as people always used to put a playlist on a cassette and hand it out to their mates, and then they go and find the album from that. I hope that will be the case, if I'm being asked, and I hope that will be the case, or still is the case, actually.
Well, I think there is a tribe of people out there, yourself included, who do think like that, who do value it in that way, and I think actually the way the internet's going and the way AI is going and the way social media is going, I think longer form live stuff is going to be more and more valuable, like this that we're doing right now, because you know that this isn't a robot. You know that this isn't a wee guy pretending to be you or pretending to be me. It's real. So
see what you think of this as well. I think the songwriter's role in society is to maintain a very human connection, to establish, to remind people of their humanity.
That's a great point. Yeah, because last night Robin said a similar thing. He was saying it's like they're there to remind people of their hearts rather than their heads, right?
Hey, okay.
So
that's
it's like
putting a nice spin in it as well.
It's cool. It's like, you can't really fake it. If a song gets you, it gets you. It's like a laugh, right? It's like a comedian.
Yeah.
Stand-up comic, a laugh's a laugh, right? Even if you don't like that you laughed at the joke, a laugh's a laugh. I think similarly, the emotion in a song will get you, or it won't. But there's something honest about that.
Yeah. So how many songs are you going to get for this album, do you think?
Don't know.
Don't know yet?
Don't know. I've got
How many have you done?
6.
6?
We got here yesterday. So
excellent. Oh, that's good work.
Yeah.
So, and what I've heard is gorgeous as well.
Thank you. Yeah, we're moving fast.
Yeah. Now you couple this, and I notice, and we've got Thora. I'm going to swing the camera around to bring Thora into the action here.
Hello.
Hiya. So filming wise, that's part of the very important part of the process, I would say, is it?
Yeah.
You have a visual element as well as a sonic element as an end product, and I say product with a small p rather than rather than something that's sellable.
The result at the end. I
The
mean,
result.
we're spending a year hanging out, making stuff, going around, traveling, doing gigs, just basically a year in the life, and then we'll
Yeah.
take
Okay.
bits of that and we're going to make a film about songwriting out
Yeah.
of that. That's
Yeah.
the plan.
And these days, a lot of travel involved in it.
Good man. Yeah.
And extraordinary places you keep cropping up in.
Yeah.
Is that part of the plan, or is that
Yeah,
just
yeah.
the way it is part of the plan?
Yeah, I just really, all I really care about is having good experiences. Like,
Understood.
yeah, like I know you're similar, but
Yeah,
I think
yeah,
if you can go to cool places,
yeah,
that's it. With people that you think are cool and do cool stuff, and
yeah.
that's it. That's all there is. Like, you can't. Some things.
It doesn't get any better than that for
That's
me.
right.
Yeah,
That's right. It doesn't. And you know, I've lived many different versions of my own life, and the best moments are just hanging out at good places with good people, making stuff. That's it.
yeah. Well, here we are, the
Here we are.
TPot Studios,
Yeah.
Adam Holmes, and in the middle of recording his songwriter album. And I won't ask when that's going to happen, because that'll. Is it? Are you planning it this year?
Yeah, it'll be later this year for the album. The film.
Yeah.
Films take ages.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah. Moving all those files around, eh?
Yeah.
Thoros.
Thoros spends a lot of time moving files and editing and stuff. So.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a laborious and time-intensive process, but it's fun.
Yeah.
Luckily.
Yeah, we get to do fun things.
Yeah.
Would you do us a fun thing and sing us a song?
Surely.
Something off the album, perhaps?
Oof.
Is that?
Now you're asking.
Is that asking?
I could, but I'd have to get my laptop. That's the only.
Oh no, that's right. Yeah, you've got
so
some
literally
sequencing
all-
and things.
all
No, I
there,
wouldn't.
so-
No, that's.
But
No, something for the fans in.
okay.
And we've got a few as well. Nice to have you with us,
John.
guys. Nice to be back here in the Moose. And I should really. It's on my mind the whole time. Every time I look around here, this has been donated by everybody that watches. This whole setup here, and we're not right back into it yet, but 6 weeks ago I was destitute. The fan was at the end of the trail. It was going off to the scrappy. It wasn't going to come back, and we launched a crowdfunder. And guys that are watching this will be part of it. They raised the barn on this. And it is amazing. I ended up getting the van. I mean, there was a synchronicity, and you'll know the value and you'll know the power of it as well, being a travelling man yourself. Synchronicity swung into action big time for me. I get emotional just thinking about it. And I can only thank everybody that contributed to the fact. And here we are, we're back broadcasting again on IMTV.
And it's like that synchronicity that's what's all about. That's the point.
That's the magic.
That's the magic.
That's
exactly.
the magic. People have forgotten how. Thora's from Orkney. People have been living in Orkney for 40,000 years. Those folks 40,000 years ago, they knew the magic.
Yeah.
They knew the magic of travelling, and unfortunately, these modern times, the magic is squashed out. People don't understand this.
Well, you have to be awake. You have to be awake to it, don't you? You have to it's sort of like gardening. You have to try, like, if you don't have the right soil, you definitely won't get any seeds.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I don't think you can't control that thing, because
I don't think you can.
You can't, but what you can do is give yourself a good chance by tending to your wee sort of garden. And I take every morning, for example, I take 15 minutes in the morning just to see what my mind's doing before I do anything. And I think, I think most people are just getting pulled into what you might call pendulums, like just pulled into this stuff, other people's stuff, and the news and all this stuff that wants to basically program you to think in a certain way and
Where,
feel a certain way.
yeah, and what you're doing in that 15 minutes, you're programming your day.
I'm trying. At
I
least
think
I'm
that,
trying.
no, it's right.
Yeah,
It's, yeah, but
then
you're,
you've got a chance, maybe,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
But
certainly.
if you don't do that, or whatever your version is, like
Yeah,
Jen, my girlfriend's mad for wild sea swimming, and I think anything that you can do that. I was thinking about last night because me and Thor were filming. We did Caledonia out there, and it all went grey. And then the last chorus, the sun came out, and it was like one of those moments.
absolutely beautiful. Yeah.
But then I was thinking, it's funny that we ever think that we're disconnected from nature.
Exactly.
So how did we get there to
Yeah.
thinking like that?
Yeah.
It's a strange thing. So
Yeah.
I'll do a rap. But no, I'm not gonna.
You could
Don't
do.
worry. Nah,
You could do it.
I'll do a wee song.
Please. What are you going to do for us, Adam?
I've been enjoying. Speaking of songwriters, have you heard of Jackson C. Frank?
No, but I'll go and check him out.
Yeah, he was a '60s folk singer, and he made only one album. He was schizophrenic, and I think he had a very hard life. But
Jackson C.
Frank. Yeah. This is one of his. This one's called Blues Run the Game. Catch a boat to England, baby, maybe to Spain, wherever I've come from, wherever up and I'm gone, wherever I've come from, blues come from. When I'm not drinking, baby, you're on my mind. When I'm not sleeping, honey. When I ain't sleeping, babes. When I'm not sleeping, you know you'll find me crying. Try another city, baby, another time. Me and room service, honey. Me and room service, babe. Me and room service. And the blues come from maybe tomorrow, maybe someplace down the line. I'll wake up older. Oh, so much older, baby. I'll wake up older. And I'll just stop on my trying. Catch a boat to England, baby, to Spain, wherever I've come from, wherever up and I'm going, wherever I've come from, blues, all around.
Beautifully done. That's a song that's probably more famous than the songwriter itself.
Exactly.
It's one that crops up at folk sessions the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
You think, who was that? Was that Dylan? Was it? And it Jackson C. Franks.
I know. I think like there's songwriters like that though. There's like Townes Van Zandt.
Townes.
You know, who he is well known, but like
not since his death.
Good point. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I'd say Jackson C. Franks similar. Then again, Robert Burns. You know, he had most of his success after he died.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
There's hope for us yet, right?
Yeah, but it's a bit extreme to go that far for it. Thanks so much, my friend. It's lovely to see you.
Yeah, good to see you.
Good luck with this and with the film, and I can't wait to hear the product as well. And when are you launching the jumper line?
Well, story about these jumpers is
Tell me.
my mate who we met last time in Lochcarron.
Yeah.
Synchronicities.
That's again, yeah.
Sigga lives in Lochcarron. She makes these jumpers and she's made me 3 so far. And I keep saying to her, I could sell them for you because I've got loads of followers and everyone was asking about them. But they take her so long to make.
Yeah.
This took her 80 hours.
Yeah.
So, you know, she'd have
That's
to
a labour
charge
of
a
love.
lot of money
Yeah.
to make
Not
them.
80 hours worth of money anyway, I wouldn't have thought.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so...
It's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
And people's crafts and that.
Yeah.
Just while we're on that subject, and I know that I didn't say that we're going to talk further, but
Sure.
so much part of what you do these days are the people that follow what you do.
Mm-hmm.
And their input, that seems to be as important as your input into the whole thing as well. It's a real community you've built up over the years, Adam. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, well... Yeah, I mean, I think the bottom line is you learn over time. Like we said earlier, it never gets better than doing good things with good people,
With
right?
cool
And
people.
that's all community is at the end of the day. So
Yeah.
if you don't have a community, you don't have anything. But the beautiful thing is now you can have it online.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that's a replacement for having childcare or
Yeah.
getting help with your washing or whatever.
Yeah.
But look at this situation with the van.
I know, in a moment of need,
Exactly.
people rallied round.
Exactly, which is a beautiful thing. And I'm a big believer in, like, vibration. Like, I think we all emit a vibration.
Yeah.
And I think you attract to you what you put out. And so for me, it's like, I want to give a lot. I want to give a lot while I'm here, and I want to, when it's all said and done, I want to just be like, I did everything I could.
All that
you know what
can.
I mean?
Yeah, as well as you can.
As well, maybe even as badly as I can. Because I think there's a lot of people who, like, they always want to. That gets in the way, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's like, who cares? Just do stuff, you know? Because it's like, I don't. The cool thing is, to me, on the community front, that's what success is, because I can go and make whatever record I want, and because I've got a good community of people that like me and like what I do, then that's freedom.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people would be interested to hear your thoughts on this, actually. But you see in the industry a lot of people who are like making things to try and be the next thing, or try and make the thing to go there or do that. I don't care about that. I just want to make. I want to make something that I like. And I might make a rap album next. Who cares?
Is that what making a record actually is? In inverted commas, you are recording.
It's literally called a record for a reason. It's a record of something.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, it's like, I can't think of anything more successful than my van is gone. I need a new van, and then you have a community to help you do that. Like, it doesn't get better than that.
It's certainly.
Do you know what I mean?
That was mind-boggling.
But for people to also acknowledge the value you are bringing by making that gesture, and, you know, so it's cool, isn't it?
It's very cool.
To come back full circle to your question is just, or not even question, but just the talking point of community, and that's what it means. We're here to help each other.
Agreed. And you know, I'm an optimist. I think that people, once it doesn't have to be music, could be bird watching, could be rearing budgies or whatever. But once people find their community, I don't think they want anything else.
That's it.
Or they want for less other than their community.
Great point. That's a great point.
Yeah.
It's like, how many of these people who are just property investors or whatever
missed it.
Hug, man.
Just missed it.
You need to like learn about binoculars with your mate that's into that as well. Like, you know, it's like, you don't actually, because beyond the point, it's like the stuff that money can't buy. You know. It doesn't get better than this, honestly.
It doesn't. No, here we are. It's quite a nice surprise to see you today.
Yeah, good to see you.
Nice to meet you as well, Flora. Good luck with the movie.
Thank you.
Can't wait to see the return. just quickly, where do you find your work? Is that online anywhere?
Yeah, you can find it at Thora's Creative on Instagram and Facebook.
Thora's Creative. I'm going to go and have a look right now. Thanks, Thora.
No worries, thank you.
Have you got everything you need?
I do.
You do. That's it, yeah.
Perfect.
Thanks for joining us, guys. That's been the first moose encounter in this beautiful new van that you've managed to raise the barn for me with. I can't wait to get going. Next scheduled one will be Belladrum, but I'm sure we'll be unscheduled stuff along the way. Belladrum is the 31st through to the 2nd. Some of the Texans that are arriving for that will be arriving here for rehearsals, and we'll be broadcasting some of that from here as well. David Starr and Libby Coke are already signed up for that. Tremoloco are Tex-Mex band. If you get a chance to go and see them, they are brilliant.
Awesome. Yeah.
They'll probably be up here. We'll probably do a show if you can skip it. Maybe you could skip over for that. The shows that we do, Monday Night Medicine shows, are they're open to an audience. We have a limited audience space, so you can't book yourselves in for that once it shows up on the IMTV pages. You can do that and I'll stick this up on the screen for you just now if I can find it. It's not too hard. There you go. There's the YouTube channel. It's Rob Ellen at it's youtube.com/Rob Ellen. You can subscribe and be notified of these little guerrilla events as well as the other events as well. Where are you off to next? You've got gigs coming.
Next up, well, I'm actually going to Aberfeldy at the weekend for
That'll
a
be
gig
nice.
there. So
What's on in Aberfeldy?
Just my mate runs a cafe there.
It's beautiful.
And he's
I know
a
the
music
one.
guy. Yeah, Cow and Parrot.
Yeah.
And hooked up with them through the internet a few years back. Ended up doing a couple of shows for them.
Floyd Vance, is he still there?
They're good mates. Yeah. So he's just along the road, and he's mates with James. That
I need to connect with Floyd. Maybe you've just encouraged me to do that.
Come along the show. Maybe you might be there.
So there's a show on
Friday.
I'm going to come for that.
I mean, it's not far away. So.
No, I'm going to come for that. And the Burks of
That's
talking to Robbie Burns.
We first played a gig in the Burks, and then we've ended up. I prefer his cafe. I like this.
Yeah, but there's Robbie Burns' walk, and he.
Oh yeah.
There's waterfalls. It's a beautiful walk. It's called the Burks of Aberfeldy, and he did a poem.
Oh, beautiful.
And it's written out in the walk as you can walk up through the poem. So, and you can park the moose there. It's a moose roost, one of my favourites. All right, Friday. Okay, we've done that. You heard it here first, guys. We're gone. Thank you very much.
Cheers.